Okay, now 13.2 exercise question number 10 that is in front of you. Event A and B such that P of A is equal to P of A is given 1 upon 2, P of B is also available. But this time we have to find out not A or not B. P of not A, not B or not B. It means, remember, we have to find out actually not means A prime, B prime. Not means A prime and B prime. And we have to state whether A and B are independent event or not. Alright? So that we will discuss later on. First of all, what is the meaning of or how to find out not A or not B? Okay, that is available P of 1 upon 4. Alright, this is given. Now what does it means? It means P of A prime union B prime is available. That is equal to 1 upon 4. Now this is equal to A intersection B prime. Why? Because here we are using De Morgan's law. De Morgan law. Alright, so kindly remember this De Morgan's law we are using over here. So P of A intersection B prime you can write down in this way 1 minus P of A intersection B because P of A prime is nothing but 1 minus P of A. This formula I am using over here. So 1 minus P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is equal to 3 by 4 I am getting by simplifying. Now check whether you are getting P of A into P of B is equal to P of A intersection B or not. This is 3 by 4 and P of A into P of B we are getting 7 upon 24. So they are not equal. So definitely they are not independent, means A and B are not an independent event. You can see this time now from question number 10 onwards there is a little application of independent event. Okay, then question number 12 I am discussing next one. Very important for you. A die is tossed thrice, 3 times I am tossing the die. Find the probability of getting an odd number, at least 1. This is very important. Student cannot understand at least 1. At least 1 means either 1 or 2 or 3. Alright? Now, when you throw a die 3 times, remember there will be a 216 outcome. And now I want to find out the probability of getting an odd number at least once. Means which type of element you have to consider. That is say 1, 3, 2. This is 1, maybe possible 1, 2, 2. This you have to consider. And which type of element I will not consider. That is the 2, 2, 2 or 2, 2, 4. Alright, means all even I will subtract. All even number we have to subtract. Now I will use this concept to explain you. Okay, the probability of getting odd number of die is 1 upon 2. Alright, similarly probability of getting even number, that is also 1 upon 2 if you notice. Because when you throw a dice, total there will be 6 outcome. Now in a 6 outcome, 3 are even, 3 are odd. I am talking about throwing a die once only, remember. Now what I will do, I will consider 3 trial in a different way. First time or even number say, second time even number, third time also even number. So total I am getting all the even number are 8 remember as I explained you, my target is to find out all even number. Then I will subtract from 1. Alright. So if you want to find out probability of odd number, then 1 minus the probability of getting a non-odd number, that is an even number. So 1 minus 1 upon 8, that is a 7 upon 8. Otherwise sum is very long. So I am using this shortcut. Question number 14 now we are discussing. Next question. Okay. Now probability of solving this is also very interesting and important for you. So kindly mark as an important question from the exam point of view. Alright. Probability of solving a specified problem independently by A and B are 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 3 respectively. So P of A and P of B is available. If both try to solve the problem independently, find the probability that 1. Problem is solved. Second, exactly one of them solve the problem. Now, first of all, we will discuss first part. The problem is solved. The message is clear. A will also solve the problem and B will also solve the problem. So, it is very easy to calculate. P of A is available. P of B is also available, and since both are independent event, P of A, here you should read, and B, that is equal to P of A and P of B, that is equal to 1 upon 6. Alright, I hope this is very clear. And this is what P of A prime means. A will not able to solve the problem. P of B prime means B will not able to solve the problem. This is that probability. Now we are talking about question number 2. Exactly one of them will solve the problem. Alright? Means if A is solving, then B will not solve. And if B can solve the problem, then A is not solving the problem. This we have to find out. Just write down the value. You will get your answer. Alright, that is a 1 upon 2 into 2 upon 3 as I calculated over here. 1 upon 2 is a probability that A will able to solve the problem. This B will not able to solve the problem. A will not able to solve the problem. This is A prime and this is P of B. Multiplied answer is 1 upon 2. Means one of them will solve the problem. The probability is 1 upon 2. Alright? Okay. So probability of both the is solved is P of A union B is equal to, I am getting 2 by 3. So here P of A plus P of B is equal to 1 minus P of A intersection B. Alright. Now going towards next question, question number 16. Okay. This type of sum you learn in 11th standard, also in a set theory. A hostel of 60% of students read Hindi newspaper, 40% Hindi newspaper, 40% English newspaper, 20% are both Hindi and English. So this is intersection. A student is selected at random. Then first find the probability that she reads neither Hindi nor English newspaper. Alright, they are not reading any of newspaper. This we have to find out. Okay, so let us see. You can see here very cleverly we are using a symbol Hindi, that is for H, English, that is for E, and intersection is a common. Now percentage is always by 100. So 6 upon 10, that is 3 by 5. That the person is reading Hindi newspaper. Probability that he will read English newspaper is 2 by 5. Intersection is 1 by 5. Now we have to find out. They are not reading first one. Neither Hindi nor English. Neither Hindi nor English. Means what you have to find out, P of H union E prime means 1 minus P of H union E. Now replace all the value is available you have, that is 1 upon 5. Okay, second question. Probability that a randomly choose a student read English newspaper if she read Hindi newspaper, means this is given and this you have to find out. So in short we have to find out P of E by H conditional probability. So P of E by H is equal to intersection upon P of H. So replace the value, answer is 1 upon 3. Okay, question number 3. Probability that a random chosen student read Hindi newspaper if she reads English newspaper. Means this is given and this you have to find out. So it is exactly the same as you calculated as above. Okay, last question of this chapter, 13.2 exercise. The probability of obtaining an even prime number on each die when a pair of dice roll is how much? Okay, even prime number. Now you know that there is a single even prime number and that is a 2. Alright, it is very easy to find out. If you know this much, then this is the only probability 2 because on the board die it should be a 2. So answer is 1 upon 36. Very simple one. This type of question the 10th standard student can also solve. Okay, so here is the end of 13.2. Next time we will discuss 13.3 exercise.